Here's a GRE data analysis question. Let's take a look. From 1988 to 1991, which corporate sector decreased its support for the arts by the greatest dollar amount? So just to review the chart that we have here, we're given the total amount spent in 1988, which is 630, and the total amount spent in 1991, which is 520 million. And then each one of these sectors for 1988 and 1991, we see what share of the pie they gave, right, for each one of these years. So if we really wanted to, for each of these sectors, we could go through and say, okay, what's 5% of 630 for 1988? What's 26% of 520 for 1991? And then compare those numbers, and whichever one has the greatest total decrease, right, the greatest dollar decrease, that's going to be the winner, or the loser, as the case may be. But let's use a little bit of common sense, because remember, the GRE is a timed assessment. The sector that is going to have the greatest dollar decrease has to be one of the ones that also had a percent share decrease, right? The pie is getting smaller from 1988 to 1991. And if the pie is getting smaller, and your share is also getting smaller, well, then you've stopped giving quite a bit of money, right? So let's get rid of real estate and services right off the bat. We might also use a little bit of logic or common sense to say this one's probably not going to be a huge dollar decrease because we're not dealing with a lot in the first place, right? 8% to 6%, it's a decrease, but not a big one. Same with 20% to 18%. So we have to compare these two now, right? Manufacturing and retail. And again, if you really, really want to, you can just plug and chug the numbers in. It's not the end of the world. But here's the common sense approach, right? 31 to 20 is 11%. 19% to 8% is also 11%. But manufacturing started out giving a lot more, right? 31% of 630 is a lot more than 19% of 630. So this decrease for manufacturing is going to be reflected in a much, much bigger dollar decrease compared to retail, meaning that manufacturing has to be the correct answer. For more GRE tips and tricks or to sign up for my online course, follow the link on my profile.